you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And the beauty of the NES was partially the accessories that you could get to play games with. Everything from the robot operating buddy, to the Miracle Piano teaching system, to the Freedom Stick, the NES Advantage, the Rock and Roller. Some of them were great, some of them weren't so great, like the Rock and Roller and the Power Glove. But some are absolutely timeless, like the Zapper. Matter of fact, the only thing that keeps the Zapper from being as beloved now as it was back then, and as ubiquitous as it was back then, is the March of Time. And the fact that there are much fewer CRT televisions available out in the world than there were back then. You see, the Zapper doesn't work on flat screen televisions in the same way that the Phaser for the Master System doesn't, the Sega Miniser doesn't, Super Scope 6 doesn't, the Gun-Con, all those old school light guns don't work on newer televisions. But if you have a CRT television like I do, you can still enjoy these games. And today's game is a great example of one of the ones that it's pretty fun to go back to. It was originally released in 1990, and like most of the Zapper games, it's just a standard shooting gallery game. But the beauty in these games is always the little charm that's plugged in there. Today, we're going to take a quick look at Barker Bill's Trick Shooting. Now, in this game, you're presented with three different mini games, and then a fourth stage or fourth mode that's a mix of those previous three mini games, and then 2 bonus ones. So technically, you got 5 mini games in here. The first is called Balloon Saloon, where a dog that kind of resembles the dog from Duck Hunt, but not really, is hiding behind this thing in the middle of a stage and releasing balloons. Every now and then it pops out and it looks at you, trying to distract you. And if you let too many balloons get by, game over, and the dog laughs at you. If you shoot the dog too many times, it's game over, and the dog laughs at you. So either way, don't mess with the dog, shoot the balloons. Then there is Flying Saucers, where Barker Bill himself and Trixie, his assistant, stand on either side of the screen and throw plates, and you gotta shoot the plates and avoid a parrot that comes to grab the plates to fly off. Shoot the plates before the parrot gets to them. And that one, the same kind of thing applies. If too many of the plates hit the ground, game over. Then there's Window Pane, where you have to shoot these falling objects without shooting out windows. Shoot out too many of the windows or let too many of the items fall, game over. And Fun Follies is the final one, where it's like a mix of the previous 3. And then there's 2 more. Trixie's Shot, where Trixie, the assistant, walks out on the screen and she throws coins in the air. You have to shoot the coins. And then Bill comes out and it's Bill's Thrills, I think it's called. And Barker Bill comes out and he just starts throwing stuff in the air. And you got to shoot the stuff that he throws in the air before it hits him. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is the same thing. Stuff gets thrown in the air, shoot it before it hits the ground. You know, it's simple enough, but it's done well. Hip Tanaka did a pretty good soundtrack here. It fits the theme of the game. And yeah, your light gun handles pretty well in this situation, in this game. It's nowhere as brutal as To the Earth was. That was the previous light gun game I did that was developed by R&D1. But yeah, it's a solid Zapper game, solid light gun game, and one that would be a great addition to your collection if you have a way to play it. Now, if you decide you want a copy of Barker Bill's Trick Shooting, well, let me tell you, about $10 to $15 will get you a loose cart. It's cheap, it's easy to get, ain't no problems. It was only released in the US and Europe, so yeah, you get a European copy, just make sure it'll play on your system. You shouldn't have any problems with translations and stuff like that. Just make sure it'll play on your system, because PAL and NTSC televisions ran at different frequencies, so stuff will run either too fast or too slow, and graphic stuff happens. So yeah, make sure it'll play on your system. That's all I got. Yeah, a good light gun game though, you can't beat it. Just make sure you got the right television to play it on, you know. But this has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh hey, it's Castle of Dragon, the good version.